Most players feel helpless when they enter a rook endgame. This is quite unfortunate since rook endgames occur often. In fact, they are more common than any other kind of endgame. One thing that keeps players from studying such endgames is their apparent complexity. Who can understand and/or memorize such things? Which endgames are important and which ones are complete wastes of time? Here, we'll begin our rook endgame education with two must-know positions, the Lucena position and the Philidor position. Are they hard to understand? Do they take hours of effort to master? No. The basics of the Lucena and the Philidor can be completely assimilated in 30 minutes to an hour. In return, you'll find they occur remarkably often, and they will both serve as lifelong guideposts on how to handle all other, far more complex, rook endgames. The Lucena position, the sacred key to all rook endings. It's time to learn. Yes, you will completely master this particular ending in the next few minutes. The holy grail of rook endings, the sacred key that allows you to know what to avoid when defending a pawn-down rook endgame, while also giving you the knowledge to know what to head for if you have the superior side. Useful advice. This is one of those bits of chess knowledge that every serious player must possess. It's that important. The Lucena position, first published in 1634 by Salvio, for some reason it wasn't in an earlier book by Lucena, is a simplified position where one side has a rook and a non-rook pawn on the 7th rank, the king in front of its pawn, while the other side just has a rook. The position in diagram 125 shows us the particulars. White to move. White wins no matter who has the move, though for clarity's sake, we'll give white the move here. The key feature of the Lucena is the extra pawn on the 7th rank, one square away from turning into a queen. Also, both kings are joined in battle, with the white king in front of his pawn and the enemy king as close to the area of battle as possible. Clearly, white needs to do two things if he wants to win. Move his king off of d8 so he can push his pawn. Promote the pawn to a queen. Simple goals indeed, but is it really that easy? Of course not. The problem is that white's king is blocking his own pawn, and at the moment, the black king and rook are preventing it from getting out of the way. Since the black rook can't be budged, white must make the black king give ground. The first way to try and accomplish this goal is rook e7 check, ? Many players try this, but it simply doesn't get the job done. King f8, and not king f6, ? King e8 followed by d8 equals queen with an instant win. Instead, after king f8, rook e8 check, king f7, rook e7 check, king f8. White is getting nowhere fast. Since this fails, white should play rook f2 check, ! Useful advice. Trapping the enemy king away from the action is almost always a good thing to do, making black's king leave the scene of battle. This is far more to the point. Since king e6 allows king e8 followed by d8 equals queen, black has to step to the side and give the white king room to wander. King g7. Now comes a key moment. Of the following moves, which one do you think is correct? King e8, king e7, rook g2 check, or rook f4? Let's take a look at each choice, and do study the flaws of every move since it will help you acquire a clear understanding of what to avoid. Wrong, king e8, ? Threatening to promote the pawn. Rook e1 check, king d8, rook c1. And white hasn't made any progress at all. Wrong, king e7, ? Again threatening to promote the pawn. This is the move almost everyone tries. Rook e1 check, king d6. It seems the white king is at last free to roam. This is true, but its inability to support its pawn in the face of the upcoming relentless barrage of enemy checks makes the whole idea invalid. Rook d1 check, king e6, and not king e5. ? Rook takes d7, draw. Instead, after king e6, rook e1 check, king f5. Not good enough. White's king is safe. Is he going to win? Rook d1. No, he's not. This rook move brings white back to reality. The pawn can't safely advance, and it's threatened with capture. White has no choice but to defend with his king. King e6. Rook e1 check. And white is again making no progress. Wrong. Rook g2 check. Question mark. This silly move helps black by allowing him to move back to f7, once again rendering the white king immobile. Thus, the right move for white is rook f4, exclam. A mysterious rook move? This certainly looks odd, doesn't it? However, the idea of using the rook to shelter its king from upcoming checks makes sense. The legendary Nimzovich described this maneuver as building a bridge. Rule. The building a bridge maneuver is the winning idea in a Lucena position. Let's see how it works. Rook c2. Black can't improve his position, so he marks time. King e7. Only now should the white king leave the cover of the pawn. Since promotion is threatened, black must go into checking mode. Rook e2 check. King d6. Rook d2 check. King e6. Don't toss the win out the window with king e5. Rook takes d7. Draw. Instead after king e6. Rook e2 check. King d5. Rook d2 check. Rook d4, exclam. The bridge has been built. The bridge has been built, and the pawn's promotion to a queen can no longer be prevented. Black resigns. We can now sum up the winning ideas. Force the black king away from the action via rook f2 check. Prepare to use your rook as a check-blocking, bridge-building agent with rook f4. Move your king away from the front of the pawn. Block the opponent's desperate checks with the rook, which effectively ends the game. Congratulations! You have now mastered the Lucena position. Chess Kings aims to provide quality chess programs for people of all ages. If you like this video and want to see more, consider donating to Chess Kings by going to our website and clicking the donate button. Purchase my book, The Real Beginner's Guide to Chess, available on Amazon for $14.99. And remember to like and subscribe.